Mm, mm.
Yeah, we're here. We're live again this good Sunday. Wise man, you're welcome to another day on this journey, the Smart Money Reset series.
Day 22.
Interestingly, today is day 22, and it's been fun, like I've been saying it. I saw a video online of a young lady demonstrating different people what they do and how they live their life with their time. So, uh, right in front of her, she had like a clock, or she was standing to represent the clock. Every clock we have the 12, 6, 3, and 9, right? So he was now demonstrating if you are an employee that works in the government office. She demonstrated like this. So the clock start from 12, maybe stop at 3 p.m. or start from 8 a.m., stop at 3 p.m. If you are an employee working in maybe a consulting firm, not necessarily like a bank or whatever, it starts and maybe ends at 4 p.m. If you're an employee, maybe working in the bank, at times some banks they close late. It starts at 8 a.m., maybe ends at 6 p.m. It now said if you are an entrepreneur, she was doing that like
I can imagine. It has to
now
be
you
round the
work
clock. Mhm.
24 hours, and I just laughed seeing it because really that's the reality of most entrepreneurs. When you start out, especially when you are just growing, uh, what you found for yourself is just another job with more more time, more
More
sacrifices, and like that.
responsibility.
And that's why on Saturdays, on Sundays, you're working. Most of the time, we celebrate our wives for being so amiable and very supportive. Not many people will enjoy getting married to people like us because of our work ethics. But that's not to say we are not learning. We are learning how to rest now. Oh, wise man, what do you have to say? Do we
you
continue
know,
this in 4 hours?
well, um, because we have a lot of people who listen to us,
Mm,
it will also be nice that they understand that there should be balance to it.
balance, yeah.
Yes, to be sincere, our family they pay a lot of sacrifice. I remember that my last trip to Nigeria, I was in Nigeria for 4 months.
Mm,
And for you to leave your family for 4 months my family for 4 months is a lot for us, is a
yeah.
lot, all right? But the balance that we put to it is that when we are available, we are available, we are here. Hmm? We are here. We try to ensure that it doesn't mean that business will not also mix with the entire thing.
Mm,
You have time with family, you have time with your spouse, and all of that. But to really, really appreciate our wives, they are very understanding.
mm.
My wife told me, said, when I come back, that she needs 1 week uninterrupted. She has not been able to get 1 day in uninterrupted.
Oh my
She
God.
has not been able to get 1 day
What a life.
uninterrupted. And I said, we have a lot ahead of us. I don't know. I can't promise 1 week, but I told her, I said, I will look out for 1, 2 days.
Mm.
We'll look out for it. And I want to look out for
But that's
like
not a
two or
pass
three
mark.
days.
If somebody
Mm.
asks for 1 week and you do 2 days, it's not a pass mark. And you always need people to learn how to at least perform well. So
No,
I
we're not writing exam. It's not an exam. We're
well,
just
it's
trying our
important
best.
that you understand these things truly because in life, there's what you call emotional bank account. And our families, they do have one, our wives and children. And the volume of deposit we have there will determine the kind of withdrawal we can make.
Mm-hmm.
parents, no matter how busy we are as husbands or wives, you can be a wife and you're a career person or a business person and you get so busy. Please create quality time for your family. When you are around, let them know that you are around. Let them feel the impact. Make so much deposit because someday you will need to make withdrawal.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have made quality deposit, you know your check will
Will
bounce.
bounce.
And you don't
Bounce
want to
back.
emotionally bounce. So
Mm-hmm.
this is telling you that family is everything. Create time. The people you love, you always create time for them, no matter
Yeah.
how tough it is. You create time for them. So as much as we are busy people, we don't joke with family too. We prioritize family. We invest in family because we know that is the backbone for enduring success. Yeah, is the backbone for enduring success. So, Wise Man, you're welcome. What are we discussing today?
Today, the Smart Money Research Day 22, we are looking at something very powerful. It's called the multiple streams of income.
Mm.
The multiple streams of
Power.
income.
Mm.
Power packed.
The power of
Um,
streams of
this is
income.
supposed to be a master class that we are supposed to ask people to pay for. Maybe what we should do now is to bring down the live and ask everybody to come and join us in the closed room. And before you join, you pay at least $1,000. You
We'll
know,
provide a link. You
we'll
click
provide
on
a
the
link.
link using your card, international and local card accepted.
Because when we talk about multiple streams of income, it is what we have done, it is what we have benefited from, it is what we have practical experience on. All right. Today, that we do not run into financial um financial I want
Drought,
to use the right word. Eh?
drought.
Yeah, drought or have scarcity is
Yeah,
because we have multiple streams of income.
yeah.
If this one is not bringing, this one will bring. If this one is not bringing, this one will bring. By all means, something will just come in. You know, recently, I I wanted to do something, so I was mopping up finances for the thing. So my there's an account. I don't want to mention the account. It's an account that I usually do not use very much. All right. By the time I just went there, I saw some amount of money there. I said, who paid this money in my account? By the time I looked, I said, okay, this particular stream of income was the one that paid. This other stream paid. Okay. I think it was sometimes in December. I just saw different money entering my account. And I call he say, okay, this particular business. I say, okay. It's multiple streams. We have
Mm,
enjoyed it, all right. And I feel it's something that we need to now begin to teach people on how to live a life where money can show up unannounced. That's the
mm,
kind of life, those kind of residual income stream where you don't have to work for all of them to happen. Some
mm.
of them you have worked them you have worked
Yeah.
in the past, and they are now showing up in the future. Some of them you are still working it and it's showing up.
Mm.
Some of those money I'm talking about, I didn't know anything about it too. It's past work that we have done. All right, so doctor, how do I begin? Okay, first of all, what is multiple streams of income? Let's define that first before we now go into the practicality of how to begin to appropriate multiple streams. What is multiple streams of income?
All right. It's important for us to know that when you use the word streams, it means something is flowing, right? We are not talking about multiple sources of income here. The sources of income might come once and remain stagnant. But when it is a stream and you continually invest in it, It has the capacity of becoming a river. And it keeps flowing. That's what makes it unique. So the word multiple streams means you have a number of sources where cash flow is moving into your life. Now, when we talk about cash flow, we talk about currency moving. And it has been analyzed that you can compare the word currency to current. The way you have electricity current that flows from one point to another. You need currency to flow in your direction. So what smart people do is they position themselves in such a way that they can intercept the flow of that current. And the more of it they attract, the wealthier they become. So simply put, it is you positioning yourself to attract money, to attract cash flow, to attract income in your direction from multiple sources. It's as simple as that. But what we are trying to help people see here is that you don't have to struggle for it to be multiple streams of income. Because if you struggle, it is no longer multiple streams of income. It has become multiple streams of struggle. And that will make you die early. That will lead to situations. I love the way Robert Kiyosaki demonstrated the cash flow quadrant. And he had 4 boxes in that quadrant. The first one is an employee. Now, imagine being an employee and that's all you do. And you do 3 jobs, 4 jobs. And that is common with our people in Europe, in America, in most of the developed countries. You hear people saying at the park shift. So they leave home as early as 3 a.m. at times in the morning, 2 a.m. to go and resume a particular job. When they close from there, they move to another job. Now, they might just have 1 or 2 or 3 hours of break. If they have time, they quickly come home and rest. And in the evening, they go to another job. And they continue that cycle all over again. Make no mistake, that is not multiple streams of income. That is multiple streams of struggle. Because the income will always depend on you for it to flow in your direction. There is difference between using bucket to fetch water and running a pipe of water into your house. If you use bucket, it takes time for you to be able to fill your tank because you keep going to the stream and you keep coming back. If you run the tap from the stream to your house, it's easier because you don't have to stress yourself carrying bucket. But you know what we are trying to teach now is how you be the owner of the stream. So that nobody can even cut your pipe. Because when you run pipe, the pipe can be vandalized, it can get damaged. But what we want to learn is how to be the owner of the stream. Canada today brags in the fact that the largest water body in the entire world is in Canada. So one of the natural resources God has given Canada is water. They have enough water to serve so many countries in the world. You might think it's nothing until when they don't allow those water flow in some direction. That's when you know how important it is. So we want you to own the stream. Being an employee is like using bucket to fetch the water. You will never get to a point where you will rest. You will keep using the bucket. You will go, come back, go, come back. And that's how people run up and down. Am I against you picking 2, 3 jobs? No, don't get it twisted. If that is the level you are right now, you have started from there. But it is wrong for you to remain there for too long. That's why most people work for 10, 15, 20 years and they become useless to themselves. By the time they even want to retire, they've used the body so much that the body is not okay enough to enjoy all the labor that they have labored. So that's why you mustn't stay on that track for too long. It is not a bad one, right? I've seen people that are career people that became very successful. They became very wealthy, but they were at the top of their career. They were 1% of the 1%. So don't remain there. The second category is self-employed people. The biggest trap is that self-employed because it's a fluke. It makes it look as though you are free, but in the real sense, the guy that is an employee that has a good job is better than you. There are people today that left their employment all in the name that they don't want to serve anybody. They believe they were the reason why their companies was doing well, so they left that company to go and start, only to realize that the pressure on their life multiplied by 10 by being a self-employed person. They thought they were free, but they are not truly free. Do I have a problem with being self-employed? No. But remaining self-employed is a problem, because there's a difference between a self-employed person and a business person. There's a pure difference. A self-employed person will always need to be available for you to make money. You are a medical doctor. You have started a medical practice. You have an hospital, but you are the only doctor in that hospital. For surgery to be performed, you have to be there. For things to run, you have to be there. You will see that you just be using all the time that you have to serve people. You will never have time for yourself or your family. And at the end of the day, if you fall sick as a doctor, that stream of income that you thought was a stream will just shut down. Because if you are not there, there is no way money will come in. So you don't want to be there. But you can pivot from a self-employed person to a business person just by creating systems. I use the word just, it's not that easy. It takes time, it takes knowledge, it takes a lot of information, it takes hard work. But once you crack that code and you are able to build systems around yourself as a self-employed person, you will suddenly become free. You no longer just own a business that needs you to run. You now own a business that can run with or without you. Your business is now on autopilot. The final one, which is the sweetest, which I always tell people, there's no sweeter place to be than here. That's an investor. Wiseman and I were discussing with Jan. We say, see, if we choose to liquidate some asset now, we can get as much as 20 billion naira. And we said, if our thinking was just to eat, to drink, and to survive, all we need is just put that 20 billion naira in one fixed deposit account. Even if it is 10% you are getting per annum, 10% of 20 billion is what? 2 billion naira. I used to watch a Yoruba this thing, Maso Yubo. The guy, even if you get 20,000, the guy is saying, but those of us that don't understand it's an interesting.
You are not a reckless spender.
Yeah, if you are not a reckless spender, that this 20,000 is big money. You can buy land in your village. So what we're trying to say is that with 2 billion naira, if it takes 1 billion and I take 1 billion every year, if you are not a reckless spender, you are not a poor man, any 1 billion per annum, doing nothing. You just fixed it in a bank and they are paying you 10%. So you see why being an investor is the sweetest, but you work towards that. So out of these 4, 2 are not places you should remain for too long. You might be there right now, but part of why you're attending this Smart Money series is so you can come out from being just an employee or a self-employed to being a business owner and investor. Does that mean you cannot combine both? You can. You can remain in the employee quadrant and still be an investor. And that's what we have been teaching since we started. But the crime is if you choose to be just an employee or just a self-employed, it's a big problem. You don't want to remain there. So that's just a layer foundation for what multiple streams of income actually means. Thank you, Wiseman.
Oh, well done, sir. Well explained. So I would like to maybe do an illustration, and I would take a a name of a person to illustrate two scenarios. So let's choose Jack. Hmm? If you're a lady, you can put Jacqueline. And if your name is Jack and Jacqueline, I'm very sorry. I wasn't referring to you. I'm just choosing a hypothetical name. All right.
Mm,
So let's say Jack had this part one and part two kind of
mm,
multiple streams. So the first one is the general understanding of multiple streams that people have, which
mm,
is having multiple things or multiple things you do to make money. So Jack is a teacher, all right?
mhm,
And Jack does teaching. So every morning, 8 a.m. is already in school and gets to teach from 8 a.m. to about 2 p.m., 3 p.m., thereabout. All right. But Jack also, in the process of teaching, he was able to raise a little money. All right. And he bought a car. So after school, I'm talking part A of Jack now, the first definition. After school, Jack will do Uber. All right. So he closes in school by 4. So from 4 till about 8 p.m., Jack is outside there doing Uber. On Saturdays and Sundays, all right, Jack doesn't go to school and
mm,
he doesn't also like to do Uber on those days. But because why? Jack is an MC. So Jack loves to MC. He's a very funny guy, likes to MC. So
mm,
they invite him to MC, all right? So Jack also is an MC,
mhm,
doing MC every day. Jack also now learns forest trading. So Jack, they thought, this forest trading thing is good. So he went and learned forest trading. So if I ask an average person, how many streams of income does Jack have? They will say 4, isn't it? Because
mm,
he's a teacher, he's an Uber driver,
mhm,
he's an MC, a compere, and he's a forest trader.
mm,
So he has 4 things he does that brings money into his pocket every month.
mm,
So as a teacher, they pay him. As an Uber driver, he earns income. As an MC, they pay him for each event that he does and all of that. But then as a forest trader, he's always putting, his trades and all of that. So that can sound very good, Abi, that Jack has arrived. Young man with 4 different streams of income.
mm,
But notice something, like what Dr. Lauren Shea said. The constant factor in the entire 4 stream is Jack.
mm,
Jack will need to go to school to teach. Jack will need to drive to earn money from Uber.
mm,
Jack will need to go to the event to go and do the compare.
mm.
Jack will need to carry laptop and place the trade. So what now happened is that, let's look at it this way. What if Jack became sick? What it means is that Jack will not be able to go to school. That one they can pardon him because the system, they will still pay him. But Uber does not want to know whether you are sick or not. Uber will say you didn't come to work, you are not paid. All
Yeah.
right? Forex trading, if you don't place the trade, nothing happens. And if you play this trade when you are sick, you will lose all your money. For a compare, you can't be comparing sick. And they're looking at you, you're blabbing, your face is swollen, and you say, you can't be doing that. So Jack cannot earn money if he's sick.
Mm,
Number 2, if Jack travels on vacation,
mm,
the employment that he has can still allow him because they have time for you to be able to travel on vacation. But Uber does not understand that you're on vacation.
mm,
Uber does not understand that you cannot show up in a day. Forex
mm.
trading does not on vacation, yeah, you can carry your laptop and play trade, but it will require you to do that.
To do it.
So that's the first dimension of Jack's life. But let's look at the second dimension of Jack's life. Jack is a teacher. And because Jack is a teacher, Jack decided that, wow, there are a number of subjects that I'm very good at
Mm.
that many of these students do not understand, and I know how to appropriate it well. And Jack decides to write a book about that subject and get a publishing company. Get what I'm talking about, though. Get a publishing company to publish the book. I have a lady who is very close to me. I think she has like 3 books that have been approved by Lagos State government. So Lagos State government distributes the book across all their primary schools and they
Mm.
pay her royalties. She's a teacher, all right? So
Mm.
Jack is a teacher, but has been able to write a book, has a publishing firm that
Mm.
does all the work. So Jack only does that work once and for all. Once and for all. And is earning from it. So that's one. Jack now decide that, I'm a very good comedian. I can do comedy very well. Now I say, okay, let me get into the studio and have like 100 episode,
Mhm.
100 episode of comedy. All right. Have a company like Red Eye to say, Red Eye, every week release 1 episode for me. And that contract is sealed. So Jack does that. And we are
Mhm.
releasing 1 episode on YouTube, released on Facebook, released on Instagram, released on everywhere. And Jack is everywhere, but Jack is only in one place.
Mm.
He's in his office there in teaching the children. All right. But
Mm.
right now, he has a book that is bringing money. He doesn't have to work again after the first work. He
Mhm.
has a 100 episode that he has done once, and that is bringing money. Now, Jack now say, all this money that is just coming.
Mm.
Okay, let me go and buy a house. All right. Or let me use our own. Let me invest in Farmway. All
Mm.
right. Let me do 1 acre of cassava island and do
Mhm.
1 acre of palm origin. Jack only deployed money.
Mm.
And immediately Jack deployed money to Farmway. Farmway, he now has 1 acre of cassava island. Every year, he gets 20% return on investment.
Mm.
And he still owns the land, and the land is appreciating in value. He did
Mm.
1 acre of palm origin. Every year, when it starts fruiting, by the time it starts fruiting, that particular year, he will be getting close to 40% or even more, all right,
Mhm.
on the return on investment. And Jack is sitting down. He's just going to work 8 to 4 p.m., sits
Mhm.
down, carry laptop, and is monitoring all the things. This second part is the part that we really call multiple streams of income.
Mm.
The other one I said looks like multiple streams of income, but it's multiple streams of struggles
Mm.
because Jack must be available for
Yeah.
all of those other ones to work. And like Doctor said, we are not saying you cannot do that. We are
Mhm.
saying don't remain there.
Yeah.
This second part is much more better for Jack. And Jack can begin to deploy his money, use money to do a whole lot of things, become a good manager. After returning to Smart Money Research, he becomes a good money manager and is able
Mhm.
to deploy money to do a whole lot of things. And right now, Jack only works in one particular place, but has 4 streams that
Mm.
bring in income to Jack. If
Yeah.
Jack is sick, Red Eye must publish his episode and he will earn money. YouTube
Mhm.
will pay him, Facebook will pay him, other platforms will pay him. If Jack is sick, the publishing company must pay royalty to his account. They no bond them well. They will have to pay. All right. If Jack is sick, the
Mm.
palm origin and cassava island does not understand that Jack is sick, they will grow and resources will flow into
Mhm.
Jack's account. This is what we call multiple streams of income. not multiple streams of struggle. The way we have designed our business, two of us are not even in the country, and yet business can run.
Yeah.
There have been times when we're not in the country for like almost a stretch of 6 months, and
Mhm.
company is still running. You know why? What we have designed is called multiple streams of income. I told you at the beginning of this session today that sometimes I just stay and I just see one unknown money we just stroll into my account and I ask what happened. They say is this particular one, is this
Mm,
particular one. There are multiple streams that I don't need to do anything about. We have
mm.
books that we have written, they are selling out there, we earn royalties. We have companies that we have founded that are not even pertinence group, and they are doing well, and they are paying dividends or whatever it is they pay.
Yeah.
We have investments that we have done different places. That is what we call multiple streams. So you need to understand it so that you don't go and start multiple struggle.
Mm.
Any stream of income that will always require you to be there every day can be defined to be multiple struggle. It is
Mm.
those one that does not require you to be there always that we consider to be multiple streams. Those one that your money will be working for, it is your money that is working and people are working for you. Those are the ones that we consider. Doctor,
Wow.
over to you, sir.
Thank you so much. I picked my phone and actually I'm trying to check for something. I think it was just a few days ago. I just decided to check some of the investments that we have in the capital market. And sincerely, I felt elated. We have always thought that there are some investments that are, when you do them for, what's it called, short term, some for
Mm,
medium term, while some you do them for long term. And it is interesting how that when I checked, I saw the performance of most of the investment we have in the capital market in stock, and they were impressive because in that portfolio we had like MTN, Airtel, UBA, Dangote Cement, a number of stock we have in our portfolio, and most of these stocks did more than 100%. That's amazing. Now, the beauty of it is we are business people, you know us. We work hard on daily basis to generate money, but we have an understanding of the importance of diversifying your stream of income. If all your stream of income is still in just one industry or one line of business, it is still limited. You need to learn to diversify it. So when we came and in the course of these 28 days, we had continuously introduced you to investment in agriculture, in real estate, in hospitality, in banking, just like we have said, it's so that you can be properly positioned. Just like White Man said, what we're teaching you today is practical, it's not theory. The first way to earn multiple streams of income is to invest in people. Don't joke with it at all. Investment in people. Most of the time, when you think multiple streams of income, you are thinking of the next business to start, the next shares to buy. Yes, those ones are good. But when you invest in people, the kind of income that comes to you, they are strange. Part of what White Man was talking about. Now, by privilege, we have not just built businesses, we have raised many other people that have built businesses that we are part owners of their businesses. And you know how interesting it is, whereby you just sit and on monthly basis, you have several businesses that sends money to you just because you are a part owner and you are structured into the earning of those businesses. Even at our level, we have people, listen to me, employees that worked in our organization. They no longer work with us, right? They've gone ahead to start their businesses or doing something else. But because of the level of investment they had in our organization before they left, They are still earning money from the organization. Some have left 4 years ago, some 3 years ago, and every week, listen to me, every week we pay them. Pertinence Group pays them on weekly basis. Not because they are still working. They are no longer working for us. They no longer lift a finger working for the organization. But because they work for us for a certain number of years, and in the course of that period, we rewarded them with some stake in the business. They get paid on weekly basis. Now, those are the kind of investment you should look forward to that gives you passive income. And like I said, if you care to invest in people, you cannot tell how far those people will become. This investment can be monetary, it can be intellectual. It's not every time that you ask for money to deliver services. Someone is starting a company and you are skilled in a particular area and he wants you to come and solve a problem and you are insisting they must pay. There are times you don't have to ask for cash if you know they can't afford the cash, but you can see a future in the organization. Ask that if they cannot pay you, can they give you a stake in the business? Have it properly documented. Provide the services. You cannot tell what height that organization will get to tomorrow. So you must think investment is in people. That is one major stream of income that people joke with. Not everybody might like the man Jagaban, that's our president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You might not like him, but you cannot deny the fact that he has raised people. He has raised people. He has invested in people. And most of these people, they've been very loyal to him. That's why he's a president today. You can see most of the lieutenants around him are people that have always been with him for 20 years, 25 years. They've been together before he became governor of Lagos State. Some of them, when he became governor, was when he recruited them. They served with him, and today you can see them flocking around him everywhere. He has invested in people. So when it was time for him to withdraw from those huge deposits, people stood for him, whether you like it or not. There are people that are willing to take bullets for him because he showed up for them when they needed him. So one way to create stream of income for yourself is investment in people. As you continue to add value to yourself, find a way to add value to others. Interestingly, adding value to others is not just to those that are under you. Look at those that are even ahead of you. Ask yourself, what problem can I solve for them? Everybody is going to them, taking their problems to them. Can you imagine you thinking of the problem you want to solve for a rich man when you are not rich? What a crazy way to think. But that thinking differently will make you different at the end of the day. Everyone is rushing to the rich man so the rich man can solve their problem. But you just sat down, you're asking, what problem? What is the problem this man could possibly have? And how can I solve that problem, no matter how small? Not all problems are monetary. There are a number of things people go through in their daily lives that does not have to do with money. Just position yourself to solve that problem. You don't know the stream of income you are opening to yourself just by doing that. Now, if you take it away from that, from our own practical experience, you can see that we made effort to build businesses in different industries. Today, we play in the real estate industry. Apart from real estate, we play in the technology industry. Apart from technology, we're in banking and fintech. Apart from fintech, we're in agriculture. Apart from agriculture, we are in hospitality. This is not just in a bid to be everywhere. What you are doing by putting your foot in different sectors is creating buffers, creating shock absorber. Because whether you like it or not, some sectors will be affected at some times in any economy. Some sectors will do well, some may not do too well. Election is coming now in Nigeria. That's going to be the biggest spending period in the country. because those in government will spend, the opposition will spend. You should be asking yourself, what are people spending on heavily? For some businesses, they will make more money this season. Some may not make enough. So that's why you have to be almost everywhere to ensure. In this age where intellectual property sells, you saw the way Wiseman analyzed it. Work hard to build intellectual properties. And when you build, partner with people and platforms that will make it sell very fast. Writing a book should not just be for the fun of it. Write a book, find a platform that will adopt or accept the book and push it out there. Are you on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube? Find a way to monetize it. For us, for example, I don't know how much our YouTube channel has ever made from YouTube, but whether you like it or not, no matter how small, they are paying something there. For everything we put out there in YouTube, when it gets to certain threshold, something comes out of it. Whatever they are paying might look insignificant to me right now, but it is something. So whatever resources you have, please be confident enough to push it out there. There is the knowledge you have acquired, no matter how small. Push it out there. The guy speaking that you are listening to is not the smartest guy in the room. He's just the most courageous guy. So take up courage. Go out there and sell those things that you have, but look for platforms that will help you amplify it. And as you are selling, find a way to multiply yourself in people so that you will not have to be the one to repeat the process over and again. And finally, I will close with this. Find platforms that have a form of network marketing structure. Yeah, don't joke with it. Such that when you come in, when you bring people in, you can earn from their effort. It is a big one. We are proudly one of the few companies in the real estate sectors to have started that many years ago. When we started our real estate business about 14 years ago, from day one, we had a network structure. So if you are listening to me right now, you can also join our team. You can start from there. It's a way to earn passive income. Even if you don't know how to sell, refer people that know how to sell. Bring them into the system. When they sell, they will earn, you will earn. There are people that have earned millions of naira just by doing that. I can't forget a barrister that worked with us some times ago that woke up early in the morning and saw 6 point something million. He quoted that money to the last. He was so shocked because he didn't know where the money came from. It was one of the people he introduced to the business that sold. He wasn't even aware of the sales. Can you imagine waking up and meeting over 6 million naira in your account and you did not sell any product? Somebody sold, but because you were the one that brought the person that sold to a customer, you earn income. Please don't joke with opportunities like this. It is better to have things and don't need them than to need those things and don't have them. Wiseman, is over to you.
Wow, I like the statement you finish with. It is better to have something and not need it than to need it and not have it. I think I remember it was one of my boss those days when I used to work for a construction company that say if you offer me anything, I'll first of all collect it before I know whether I need it or not. Because some people have missed opportunity because they said that I don't need it, I don't need it, only for to discover that they eventually needed it, or they would have had somebody who needed it that they would have probably given it to. All right, there's an aspect I want to talk about, and this aspect is very important, and we need to look at it very well. For every career, and that's for people who say, I'm a career person, all right? I don't really know much about business. I don't think I want to do so much of business. I don't want to have that clock where I'll be running up and down. I don't want the clock that is running up and down where the businessman never rests, all right? Now, I want to build my career. All right. I want to talk to you about the business of your career. Every career has a business in it that will not take you out of a career and will still keep you within your career, and yet there's a business. Maybe I'll take let me take a doctor like the doctor you talked about. So as a doctor, there is a whole lot of resources within your career that you can maximize.
mm,
So you are a medical doctor and you have been practicing your medical practice for many years. You understand the medical field. All right. Have you considered that in the medical field, whether for the medical personnel or for people who are outside, that you can have training? So another stream of income can be training, and this training is multiple. You can train people. Maybe you are a general practitioner. You can train people on having the right form of health. People are more conscious of their health now than ever because life expectancy keep reducing and people want to live longer. All right. So the kind of trainings you can do on health, there are so many. In fact, if you're a doctor listening to me now, you threaten people with statistics. Do you know that 10% of men die of this? Do you know that 30% of men die of this? People don't want to die. They will listen to you. So I'm doing a webinar, I'm doing a training on why men die early. Many people will come, they will pay money, they'll come and know why men are dying early. You know, there are many things. I don't want to say a lot of things that
mm,
are not appropriate, but that's what it is. All right, you want to look at all those things and do a training on it, and people can pay you to attend your training. You can do content. Ah,
mm,
a Proco doctor is a medical doctor, but I'm very sure that he makes more money doing
mm.
content than he makes doing practicing in his field.
Yeah.
I'm very sure. Maybe if he hears this, he should come and tell me whether I'm wrong.
No, you can't
He
be wrong,
makes,
especially if
yeah,
it's in Nigeria.
yeah,
Doctors in Nigeria don't earn so well compared to their counterparts in some other
in
parts of the
other
world.
countries. So,
If it's in Nigeria, definitely.
so the guy will be earning more doing content than he's earning doing practicing his medical practice, and he has a lot of content online. That's why the guy is there always. He's always doing the content. Always, every day you will see one thing or the other that he will bring out. Because if let me even say something, content is now life. All
Mm,
right, it's not hard to do content.
yeah,
You see, as I am here now, we are doing this webinar. It's content already. It's going online. Whatever
yeah,
resources comes from that, it's good. It's content. You can be in your private practice, all right? If
yeah,
it's allowed, be careful. If it's allowed, you do one or two content. If it's not allowed, there are many content to be done. You don't even have to do it in the place where you work. You can do it outside the place where you work. It can be the lady who did, and the thing went viral, who did how she did a 24-hour call. She left her house, got to the office, did this, went to sleep, went to eat. She recorded everything and posted it online, and it went viral. Even Arise News carried it.
mm,
So there can be many content, but let it be content that will not put you into trouble. But let it be content driven.
mm,
You can write books.
mm,
People are looking for information about that your career. You can write books about the career. All right. Either you are writing for your fellow colleagues who are in the same profession, or you are writing to inform the public about something. You can write books.
mm.
There's a man I know. He has written well over 100 books on health matters. He has health on your heart, health on your head, books on how your head function, books on your stomach, everything he has. You can come up with products. Hope you know that all the drugs, I mean, medicine, all right, medication that
Mm,
you prescribe to people, it is a company that is producing it, oh,
mm,
and you are the one prescribing it. Even though some of them are wise enough to say, if I'm going to prescribe, give me commission.
mm.
It's not very good for the practice because somebody can bring a bad
Yeah,
medication that doesn't work, but because of what you want to get, you'll be prescribed. But you can be the one that works with a pharmaceutical company. It can be anywhere in the world, and make sure that they're certified, and you begin to bring in those medications, and people can have it. You are the one that will ensure that everything is done to specification so that it will meet the standard, and you can begin to make even more money from medication than you make from your own everyday seeing people
Congo.
putting that thing on their whatever, putting something on. All right, you can make money from there. You can make money from machineries. There are many machines that you people use in your practice in the hospital. Who says you cannot be importing one, two, three? Not just even machines. There are things every day you people use plaster, you use cotton wool, you use spirit, you use somebody that is supplying that manufacturing all those things. So, and some of these things can be white labeled.
Mm-hmm.
What is cotton wool? You white label the cotton wool, they'll bring it, put your label there, and you are supplying all the hospitals. Bandage, they white label, you put it and they will supply it. This is master class. You guys didn't pay. You didn't pay. Will you pay attention that you did not pay? All right. So what I'm saying is I'm using a doctor, but really it's beyond a doctor. For every profession,
Yeah.
there is the business of your profession. You want to begin to look at how do you take advantage of the business in your profession. There's still more. If I
Mm-hmm.
want to do in one profession, I can bring out about 20, 30 more
Yeah.
streams of income that can be earned legitimately in that, whether you're a teacher, whether you're even a hair barber, you're a barber. For you to become a billionaire as a barber, you
Mm-hmm.
barbing will not take you there.
Yeah.
You need to know, okay, now that I'm barbing, I want to become a billionaire. How can I start having more barber shop, multiple streams? How can I start producing my own clipper, your own clipper? So that people can now be buying your own clipper. You are the one, you are barbed for a long time. You know the kind of clipper, the design that will ensure that it's very good. You begin to design. All the shampoo that you people use, shampoo, hair cream, all of that, all the ones they use to sanitize the clipper and all of that. There are many things that is in your industry that can become multiple streams if you pay attention to the business of your career. Doctor, I don't want to say more than this.
You have said too much. I said you don't want to say much. All right, guys. I know we are beginning to wrap up now. It's 52 minutes on the call already today. And we can assure you that there is no better place to be than at this Smart Money Research Series on a Sunday evening. Someone might be there and be wondering, oh, white man, you are just saying all of these things. How do I get money to do it? That should be the least of your worry. And I can tell you that. You see, wherever there is vision, provision will always follow. The problem sometimes is that people don't have vision, or your vision is not big enough. When it's not big enough, people wouldn't come on it. Then there's the laziness that some of us find ourselves in, and that's the reason why we are not broken even. The laziness of giving up. Now, who give up, now fuck up, the way they say it. Never give up. Never give up. So if, for example, you have a good idea, prepare in your mind that you're going to pitch between 100 to 300 people. So can you imagine? You have only spoken to that your uncle that you so believed had money and will invest in you. And the uncle said no. And because of that, you gave up. That if my uncle does not give me money, who will now give me? You made a big mistake. Never give up. All these things that we have talked about the business of your career, once you are ready, even if you don't have the money, make sure you have it properly documented. Ensure that you can convince people about the market. I'll give an example. We're raising money for our bank now. Once we start talking to people, I have 150% assurance about the market. So I have no doubt as to whether banking can make big money for investors. That one is very certain. I can analyze not less than 10 streams of income for a bank owner. Different channels that money will come in because you have a banking license. And because of the scarcity, how many banking licenses do we have in Nigeria alone? In a population of over 200 million, and you have less than 1,000 banking licenses. and you have one of it. That is big deal. That is a big deal. So imagine if I'm telling you to come and invest in something that is scarce, but yet has a huge market. Another thing that might be a worry to you is, does this person have the capacity to run a business? I have track record to show you already that over the years, the lion came, I slaughtered it. The bear came, I slaughtered it. Who is this uncircumcised Philistine? You know, permit me to go into the Bible a little.
No, you will say, I am a chosen. I am a chosen. Who are you?
You know, so if I've run businesses in a space that does not have opportunity as big as this, and it has succeeded, more fiercely competition area that you have competition, it has succeeded. This is an area where the competition is, you are the one that you know how smart you are to be able to beat whatever competition. Every year, you know the number of Nigerians that turn 18 that needs to own their own first bank account that they can be the owner, not owned by parents. We have a young population in Africa, in Nigeria especially. 18.5 is the average. So more people are turning 18 years every year that needs a bank account of their own. Today, they are starting with 2,000. I was a young lad when I opened account with GT Bank. They just opened then. I think, in my what part in university, maybe part one or so. I can't remember what part I was when they came into the market fully. But you know, as at then, I did not have more than 1,000, 2,000. The same GT Bank now is the same bank account that I still have, going to almost 20 years. But you know what has happened to that bank account over the years? But they caught me young as an undergraduate in the university. That's the beauty. See the way I've been able to tell you about the market of the bank. I want you to come and put money. If you have money to put in the bank, won't you put it now? If you say no, I will go to the next person. So any idea, all those things wise man have analyzed. Even if you don't have the money, document it. Start going to people. Like I said, prepare to speak to between 100 and 300 people. So if you have spoken to 10 people and they said no, you have not started. The goal is 300. If you are lucky, by the time you speak to 20 people, you would have gotten an investor. For some people, it's 50. For some people, it's 100. But for some people, you might get almost that 300. And everybody that tells you no, ask them that what is it that if you have, they would have invested in you. Just ask them. And be taking all those feedbacks, be taking note. Because life is about leveraging people. The money you are looking for that is a problem to you is someone else's breakfast money. So don't kill yourself. The money you are looking for to transform your life, somebody is using it to host friends somewhere. Don't kill yourself. It's turn by turn, level by level. But don't stop talking to people. Don't. Regardless of who says yes or who says no. I just thought I should drop that because most of the things Wise Man was saying, I could figure that some people will be, it takes money to do all of these things. Yes, it takes money. But money is not the first thing you need. It's the market first. Is there a market for what you want to sell? Are you confident enough? Have you positioned yourself as the right person? Then start talking to people. And before you know it, you are there already. I think we just have to close now. Wise Man, I know we have some products, things that we want to let people know about. You can quickly do that as we close.
One major one is the Cassava Island. If you miss Banana Island, please do not miss Cassava Island. How can you create multiple streams of income? This is one of your major options that you need to do. Cassava Island is a 20% return on investment annually. You still retain the land. We do the cassava farming for you, harvest, sell, and we pay you guaranteed 20% return on investment. The next one is palm origin, where you get to own palm plantation. Somebody should just buy like 10 acres of palm plantation. When you come there, you even love what you are seeing. It's assets, all right? That can put money in your pocket and also appreciate in value. You know, palm oil is more expensive than crude oil in today's market. So you want to be a part of ensuring that you are able to populate the entire nation with palm production. This is one major call you need to take. You are not the one farming. We are farming on your behalf. And they are real farm. All right, real farm. The land is there. the palm
It's
plantation
not
is there.
audio farm.
It's not audio farm. It's not all this one that they are doing all here and there. Real farm. We have come too far to play games. We don't play games with people. All right. Then on our real estate arm, you also have the Ire by pertinence. Ire is one major place where you need to go and position yourself and take advantage of what we are offering in Ire. A 300 square meter right now is going for 8 million, and a 500 square meter is going for 12.5 million. Then you can also consider Greenland by pertinence. We have been in this industry for a very long time. We know where sells and where we have great value in the future. So take advantage of the offer we have. 30 million is what is selling the original price. And all these prices will end by the end of this webinar. So by the 28th of this month, all these prices will go back to their normal prices. So that one, you are getting it for 21 million as against 30 million. That's a whooping 9 million naira discount. And you can also buy 500 square meter if you want to. Then don't forget our 50% discount on Eden. Eden is one major place. Either you are buying to build or you want to buy for investment. Take advantage of this 50% offer. It is actually going. By the end of this month, it's done. It goes back to 3 million. If you have not bought, there's nothing we can do about it. Then we had a voucher that we gave out. The voucher, you have 7 days to redeem the voucher, and I don't know, it's like the voucher has even expired. Maybe I will just appeal to doctor. Can we extend it to the end
Yeah, to the
of
end of
the
February.
smart money reset? Okay, thank you very much. So we are extending it from now to the end of the smart money reset. You will still be able to apply it. Even with all the discounts we have given, you can apply the voucher to all the discount. And for Palm Origin or Cassava Island, if you buy 1 acre, then you'll be able to apply the discount to it. So chat the number showing on your screen or scan the barcode on the screen to take advantage of all this offer, and you'll be very glad you did. I don't know if I left anyone, doctor, so that we'll wrap
No,
up for
we're
today.
on point. We're on point. We're on point.
Mhm. Oh, La Vida Prime. This one. Don't miss La Vida Prime. If you miss Boys Town, don't miss La Vida Prime. It's a very prime area.
Mm.
That's the only land remaining in that area. Development is just surrounding it like this. You don't want to miss it somewhere in Ikola in mainland. Take advantage of the offer we have for 15 million as against 20 million. You'll be glad you did. This is part of how you can make money, multiple streams.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much for listening to us today. We really appreciate you. God bless you. Tomorrow is Monday, and we are
Yeah.
still going to be here to keep advancing until we wrap it up.
Thank you all. Bye.
Bye for now.
Yeah.